Boy, what a noisy group.
Yes, we are, but we have
Hi,
fun.
buddy.
How you
That was
doing?
great. That was a great video.
Yeah, Dave,
Yeah.
I tell you, you look like you were in a race.
Yeah.
Well, he
You were
goes.
I
flying
know.
around there.
They saw a video of you in your walker.
Oh, you showed everything, huh?
Oh,
I
yeah.
sent it to
Oh,
Tom.
yeah,
man, you look
Not
fantastic.
We're excited.
Well, it's good to see you guys.
Good to see you up running around.
Well, at least I'm upright.
I
That's
took him
exactly
out
right.
in the golf cart today.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Did you run around?
Hi, Felice.
Did you drive around?
I drove him
Yes,
around.
she
Hi,
did.
Felice. Hey, hey, hey.
So,
You
Dave,
guys gonna have fun talking, huh?
yeah, so was that your first time out?
Yeah.
Yeah, in a long time, yes.
Oh, man, that's, man, I'll tell
Yeah,
you
in
what.
5-6 weeks.
Well,
Good
I
to
think
see you.
First time out of the house.
all of us on this
Wow.
call have been sending positive
Wait, I
vibes.
can't hardly
I
hear
think
you,
it's
Tom.
perfect.
Tom, you need to talk louder.
Okay, Jane Ann, how do you raise our speaker? That's for their mic. It's us.
All right, who's this?
Yeah, somebody.
All right, so I'll let you guys do your thing.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
It was fun playing bridge with you yesterday.
Yes,
My
hopefully,
partner.
hopefully we can do it again.
Yeah,
I'm
Good.
sure you will.
that was great.
I'm gonna watch football and I'll go in the other room.
Okay.
okay.
Okie doke.
All right.
Okay.
See you, Dave.
Dave.
Okay. How are we doing now on volume at this end?
You're low.
Yeah, you're low.
Jane,
Yes.
I had that same blouse. You
Oh,
got
you
it
did?
Steinmart.
I think I probably got mine at a consignment store.
Oh.
Maybe
I think
used
it's a
to be-
peck and peck.
Maybe it used to be yours.
No, I still have mine.
Well, maybe you
I've
guys got it together in Destin or in Scottsdale when we were there in February.
No, I got mine at, what did I say, Steinmart. Steinmart's closing.
I know, so
Yes.
sad.
So
I
it's
didn't know
KDF
that.
stores.
Yeah.
We tried to go up there and get some bargains. First of all, there weren't any bargains, and then they don't let you
Exactly.
try on the clothes. So it's
Right,
like,
right.
all right.
Oh, is that new?
No, ever
No,
since
just through COVID.
pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Nobody. Well, I did go to Chico's, not a regular Chico store, the other kind, what do you
The
call it?
outlet.
Yeah, and they let me try on there.
They did for me too, and at Talbot's, but not at Steinmart. See, you guys talk sports, and we're going to talk shopping.
Yeah, let's talk shopping.
Well, now, how do I sound now?
Still far away.
Can't hear you.
Okay. I'm
Dave
sorry.
Harold, you didn't go sailing?
I did.
Oh, you
You
did
you're
already?
back already?
Yeah.
That's a
Early
neat,
start.
tell us about that.
It's a group called Veterans on Deck. So we take out PTSD guys
Uh-huh.
once a month.
Great.
It's a good idea. That's
A
really
little,
good.
And
a
this
little
is
chip.
in South Carolina?
Yeah, Charleston.
Charleston, okay.
That's what my son has is PTSD,
Oh, that's a shame.
being a
There's a little-
firefighter.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a little chilly this morning.
Oh, I bet.
Even though the temperature was 70, the wind made it a little cold.
But sunny?
No, I thought it was going to rain.
Oh,
Hey, Carol and Judy.
Hey,
Hey, Carol.
hey, hello.
you two, you missed Dave. He was on.
Oh, shoot.
I saw it.
Maybe at the end, I'll put him back on again. It's just too hard to
Okay.
move this big laptop around.
Yeah.
Oh, he said he'll be snoozing by then.
Oh, well, I saw the video of him cruising around
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that
that
funny?
was great.
Play bridge with us someday.
Well, he played bridge yesterday after you left.
No.
Oh, yeah, he took your
Yeah.
place, Carol.
Yeah.
And he won.
I'm bragging. I have.
How was your golf?
today.
You
Yes.
Look, I'm bragging today because look at me, I'm outside.
Oh my
Yes, I
Awesome.
know.
Oh, awesome.
I
Yeah.
see.
No
So Barbie.
smoke?
And
No smoke?
it's almost too bright.
Oh my
Looks
God.
nice there, Carol.
Almost have to put my sunglasses on.
That's good. No smoke?
How was your golf?
You know, we golfed 9 holes and I made a few little mists. And then halfway through the 9th hole, it poured on us.
Oh,
Oh,
We were able to finish. We went home and dried off and went back for dinner. They
oh,
have
good.
an interesting dinner in the clubhouse because they have these tables for 4, but only your family can sit at it. So I'm a family of 1, so I had my own table and then
oh.
Oh,
their own table, and so we all had our
Oh,
own.
gosh. Did you have to shout?
Yeah, we did. Sitting 6 feet apart.
That's good. Oh, Carol, by the way, I watched that show last night. We did the Social Network.
The
I
social-
went ahead and I deleted Facebook from my phone and my laptop.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
Good
so
time.
no
That-
more Facebook.
why? Why? What's happened?
Well, you have to read. You have
So
to.
we have to watch that show.
Yeah. It's a
Hmm.
very
I don't do
What they
Facebook
look,
that much.
their
The Social Dilemma, is that the name of
social
it?
dilemma.
And
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that you're going to go delete everything, but it does bring up a lot of issues that are brought up by people who were on the ground floor of Facebook and Snapchat and Twitter,
Mhm.
and they helped develop it. And now they are saying, you know, we've kind of created a monster that we can't control. And
That's true.
and the
That's true.
product is you. The product is us. That's what they're
Right.
selling.
So
But
And you guys,
it's interesting.
and if you give it up, guess what? You won't miss it.
Oh, I know that.
It just goes away and you go, oh, I had a little more time to do this or that.
Right.
You know,
Well, the people that I talk to anyway will catch up. So it's
Yeah.
not like I'm not missing a thing.
Carol,
I'm
what's
not.
it on again? I wrote it down last week and then I can't find it.
It's Netflix.
Netflix. Thanks.
did
What's
anybody
it called?
watch it? Has anybody else?
The social dilemma.
Yeah, I watched it.
I haven't.
I haven't either.
Well, Fleece, we got to see Mike Smith and his daughter celebrating his 80th birthday. We couldn't do that if we weren't on Facebook.
I know.
Yeah,
I
so
know.
I like it for some things.
Oh, definitely.
I agree. I like it. And I would have forgotten. And
Yeah.
especially that it was his 80th.
I know. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
So
where I sell stuff.
Well, that
go on
works.
Facebook. Oh, the marketplace.
Yeah, buy, sell, trade.
Oh,
It works pretty slick.
huh.
I've done that too.
Is that a separate, is that a platform, buy, sell, trade?
It's a group.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So you can, I think it's segregated from the rest of the mess that's Facebook.
Is it different from Marketplace? Because
It's
that's
the
what I-
same, it's just a local level
Okay.
of marketplace.
Yeah, that's what ours is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, you all have a local buy, sell, trade somewhere.
we have a neighborhood something.
We did too.
Neighborhood.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah, we've got
I-
next
I
But
door.
that's not connected
Yeah.
to Facebook.
That's not the same thing.
Mm-mm.
No.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
Not associated directly.
I've not.
No.
Well, I'm not going to miss it. But
I'm
if you,
with you, Diane.
but those of you who do post, if don't be surprised if I don't.
Respond.
Okay.
So you can call us more, Diane. We can talk on the phone.
That's right.
True.
Well, and we've got Jane trained and Nancy trained that when they post something, they send it to me.
Mhm,
If it's something you want us to see, you
Right.
send it to Judy.
mhm.
Yeah, I send it to you and Judy. Now I have to add Diane to my list.
Right.
Okay.
And we appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I always
you
like
guys
that.
still playing bridge?
Usually.
Yeah.
This person.
You are?
Diane's our new
Yes.
person
Okay. How often do you play?
every day.
Oh, that's so good.
Maybe about an hour.
Yeah.
Not long.
Well,
Oh,
still.
okay.
Sometimes we get
Still.
long.
And do
Yeah.
you know if there's a way to play on that bridge bass, where I could take lessons or
No, I think we will do
just
better
practice?
teaching you because we use a conference call and we talk while we play bridge. So we can say, why did you do that?
Right. Yeah,
No, I think that's the best way is just us talking you through.
right. But I want to get a feel for you say, I know I have a few, some tricks that are missing. I want to be able to spot that.
Well, I don't think you can do it through bridge base, but I'm sure there's something else on the computer where you can.
Okay.
So
You just
Okay, well.
memorize everything that everybody plays.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
I keep track.
She
Are
does.
you able to-
She has a
are
little
you able to hear
whiteboard.
us?
She keeps track of
Are
it
you
all.
able to- Okay. Are you able to hear us now?
no,
No,
It's
you're,
still low.
I mean, we can hear you, but it's low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what those recordings. don't
Right.
mess with that recording. Speaker. What is that?
Speaker view.
No. Okay.
Can't see them either. Oh, there they are.
do any of you play Mahjong?
I do.
I used to.
I have, but not all the time.
That was
I
a
know.
big
Playing
game
all
for
the time before.
Are you playing, Jim?
Yep.
Do you play online?
No.
Oh, so you're not playing now, or?
Yeah, we're playing.
Because I'm thinking about, people have asked me to play, and I was hesitant, but I don't know. I think I would. We play, Jim. It's called Marvelous Mahjong. You should look into that. It's
Okay.
way more fun.
How's it different, Jane?
Yeah, how's it different?
They just have it set up that everything says a word versus with regular Mahjong, it's just a bunch of tiles. This way it might say, what a fine day, it spells out something like that.
Oh,
So those are your
That's the tile.
tiles? Your tiles do that?
Well, yeah, you have to, yeah.
So the tiles aren't the characters?
Each tile, well, each tile is a character, but you have a card, and the card matches with words. I guess
Really?
that's the way to explain
So
it.
it's a
Marvelous
different
Mahjong.
set of tiles than the regular set.
No, it's the same tiles, just a different card.
I've got my mother's set. It was a big game in Richmond with some of the women there.
I had never heard of until a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's a real big game with Jewish women of my mother's generation.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, they played all the time.
Well, how many
That's
people
interesting.
play? How many people do you need to play it?
You can play
Four.
with 3, but 4 is better.
Always
Okay.
better.
Okay.
And I play in a group on Mondays, except not right now. And usually we have about 5 tables.
Wow.
Okay.
So you just go because you don't have to have the exact number. So we can have 2 tables of 3 and 3 tables of 4 or whatever. And so that's fun.
Does anybody play cribbage?
Yeah,
I like
I do, Judy.
Yes, you do, Jane.
Hey,
I'm just
amazing.
wondering- And you do? Okay. I'm wondering if there's any way to play it online. Has anyone found that?
Yeah, there is a way.
By
There
yourself
is?
you can, but with other people.
Yeah, there is.
What's
I've
it
seen-
called?
I have to look at my
Hey,
tablet.
Karen.
There's an application called Trickster, and they have a lot of games on that. Trickster. They even have Mahjong. I just haven't gotten around to getting that set up.
I'll look up the one that I found that you can play,
Okay. Maybe
and
we can
I'll
play online.
send it out.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
Great. Thanks. That would be cool, because I don't play bridge or mahjong. And I don't play very good cribbage, but I know how. So.
How about pinochle?
Pinochle.
Or
I don't know.
what's it that,
Or what's the other name we call
what
it?
was it?
Yeah.
Or does anybody play hand and foot?
Well, that's
Hand and foot?
canasta. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like canasta.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I
Or
play
gin
both of
rummy.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Karen, are you there with your husband?
Hi, I am.
Oh,
We got home.
oh,
Say
Hey,
hi.
Hey.
Hello, I'm on TV.
yes, you are.
Yes.
How are your
How you doing?
He's got his brace on. Yeah, we got home yesterday, and
Oh,
so
good,
that's all good news. And
Yeah.
he's got a brace that he's wearing with his 5 broken vertebrae.
Oh,
And
Ow.
we still love to go out to eat, so we've already been out to eat.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Where
that's
have
good
you
news.
been eating, Karen?
I'm
Where have you
sorry.
been eating? Where?
Where did we eat? Oh, Smash Burger.
Oh,
Is that
God,
what
you
you
like
asked?
that?
Outside?
Yeah, we like Smash Burger and Skyline. Do you know Skyline Chili?
Oh, yes, of course. But that's,
No, I don't know
Like
that.
Cincinnati.
there's no.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway, it's all good news that he's home after it was 3 weeks ago today. And
Wow.
so that's
Oh.
been a long haul. So,
Yeah.
but
Man.
Good. Good.
yeah, that's all good. Unfortunately, we got sad news again. His brother just passed away this morning. Tom's brother did.
Oh,
Oh, no.
So he's been sick for a good long time, but they did say he just tested positive with COVID, but I don't think that's how he passed. They'll put him up in the numbers, but he's been sick before, with whatever, but he was a young man. So anyway, we're doing really good though, because Tom's home.
yeah.
Exactly. That's great.
and you know,
Yeah.
it was 5 months ago today when we first started Zoom, when we found out about Dave. That was 5 months ago today.
Is that right?
Wow.
Wow.
Boy.
It's going fast. I
Yeah.
feel.
It is going fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trees are already turning red and yellow around here in Ohio. Yeah.
Christy says she's been trying since 3 to get on.
Who?
Christy said she's been trying since 3. Sorry, I'm missing the call. I've been trying since 3. Hope I do better next time.
Did you block her, Tom? Hi,
Tom,
Jerry.
can you hear?
Karen, did you get a new bike for your husband?
There you go. Actually, the new one that he got in January from his children, they bought it for him for his 80th birthday. Most expensive bike he's ever owned. Very basic, but wonderful. Is pretty well totaled, but we took it to the shop where he got it, and they're calling for parts. We'll see if next spring. We'll check next spring how things are going. You bike rider, you.
Oh, yes.
Anyway.
I might get a 3-wheeler.
There you go. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be the most safe. I agree.
Yeah,
3-wheeler. Maybe they'll do that for his 81st birthday.
There you go.
Yeah,
We'll just put training wheels on it.
There you go.
Are you
Oh,
serious,
better yet.
Jane?
Better
Are
yet.
you real? Are you serious,
What?
Jane, about a 3-wheeler?
yeah. I sort of think that my kids are getting me one for my birthday. I sort of think.
No, I know several people that have them and they like them.
We were
that
in
what it was
Coronado
about?
and we saw a lot of people riding those
Yeah.
3-wheelers, and they made the suggestion like, Mom, that's what you need. And I said, yeah, I really do. So,
Hey, you have good balance.
know what?
You have good balance. You're good on a bike.
Oh, Judy, it just would take a little rock or anything to throw me off.
Oh.
But
do
now,
her.
Jane, are you in a gated community like where riding a 3-wheeler would work?
Yeah.
A gated? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're on a major street. I can't picture a 3-wheel.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
no.
Christy.
But
Yeah.
is it 3-wheel, is it a low one?
No, it's not low.
Mm-mm.
It's high?
Like a big tricycle. Mhm.
A very
Oh.
big tricycle. There were a lot of them in the RV park while we lived on the road for
Yeah.
7 years. That's why I was asking you about being in a gated community.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because you're pretty well contained with the lower traffic.
And I probably wouldn't have to even wear a helmet.
There you go.
Well, that would be
You should.
nice.
You should.
You should,
Yeah.
Jane.
I
Yes,
know.
you should.
Okay, send us.
Well, we'll
pictures.
see. They may not get that for me. I'm just sort of guessing from their conversation. So,
Send us a picture, will you?
okay.
Dave, take a
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, right.
Ah,
Okay. So,
So Harvey, is your smoke dissipated?
Yeah, we're pretty good now. I think for about a week or so, we've been good. So
Good.
the winds kind of came in and blew it someplace else. So we're in pretty good shape. I think there's still fires in the state, but we're not feeling it down here.
Good.
wow.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Just, you can be outside, you can walk, and
Yeah.
it's great.
That's good.
This is a nice time of the year normally for us weather-wise, because it's just really, and then we're supposed to get a little bit of heat in the weekend, but September, October is really nice here. And we get some color. We get nothing like in the Midwest or New England, Judy, but we get some color. Things change. The deciduous trees and liquid amber, stuff like that. We get some pretty color this time. So it's starting.
Judy, that remind me about you being up. My son's up there in Vermont also.
Right.
And has your weather, is this the perfect time of year or the 10th? I thought it was around the 10th of October that everything's the best.
Normally it is, and Christy always comes out and visits then. But
Uh-huh.
this year, I would say this is peak weekend.
Oh,
Because
gotcha.
we've been in a drought most of the summer and everything is just super early. And then we had 3 hard freezes right in a row. And I mean, it's beautiful. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, show
show
us.
you this.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if you
the
can
yard is
see
beautiful.
it.
It's
In
mountain.
Vermont. She's about to try to show us the yard.
It's the woods in back, but I don't
She's up
know
in
how to do
Vermont.
this either.
You
Wait.
just turn it around.
Oh,
Yeah, just turn your phone.
around
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, blue sky.
That-
Yeah.
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 Oh, that's
Has to
beautiful.
talk.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
very
I don't know.
nice.
Judy talk
see
and
it.
then it'll come up.
Color.
Oh, there. Is that?
Uh-huh.
is that
pretty.
what-
Oh, wow.
There it is.
Wow.
Nice.
It's the whole mountain is orange. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
Anyway, it's pretty
Oh,
and it's warm today, but we just need rain. Rain.
Yeah, we need it too.
Do you?
Yeah, we haven't had rain in quite a while.
Yeah, we haven't either. It's been a long time.
We
It'll
had a
come.
lot
we got
last
some.
weekend. Our first week.
We're hoping that we're done mowing. We're not sure.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if
The-
it doesn't rain, you probably
Do
won't.
your own mowing, Karen?
Well, our son mowed for us last week, and I'll turn the camera around and show you how a week later nothing's really growing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So we're hoping maybe we're done because Tom's been given instructions: no shoveling, no mowing, no gardening, no picking up anything other than a gallon of milk. So I don't know if he'll listen to that or not, but those are the instructions.
That's-
He doesn't
Anyway.
listen. Send them to me, and I'll tell them, all my friends, that's for me. And I
Oh,
can't.
yeah, okay.
shovel, I
If
can't-
if he doesn't listen, okay, Judy, that's good.
Thanks.
Hey, I will share with you folks. I wish I was in the house right now, but yesterday on our day home, my son sent me, he's the Vermont artist, and he sent me another picture that he did a collage of a sailboat. And one of the days that we're Zooming, I might show it to you again, but the idea is that I had a very late, 2-month late birthday present with earrings and a tea towel from Vermont and this beautiful picture he did of the sailboat. So
nice.
very nice. Nice surprise. Yeah, I thought it was a caretaker present, like for having all this caretaking that's been going on for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But no, it was a late birthday. So it was great. It was great. Yeah.
Well, I had my husband out on the patio in the wheelchair, and he was giving me instructions how to spray for weeds.
There you go. That sounds
Thought I would
good.
just hire somebody, but now I know how to do it, so I guess I'll be.
Well, we did get the patio paved. If that's not what I said. I don't mean that. I mean the driveway got coated, is what I mean, black topped while Tom was in the hospital. So that's one less thing we have to worry about.
Yeah, that's true.
That's done. Yeah. Is Tom and Jane really on, or are they just ad-libbing that maybe they went away? They're not saying anything.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Barely.
Not well, but Tom, what if you logged off and came back in? Would we all lose you? I mean, would we all lose each other?
I'm afraid so, because I'm the, Harvey? Can
Yeah.
you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but it's
Okay,
Very
what I think
faint.
I'm gonna do is try to do it by phone. So you guys just keep talking and I'll try to hook in by phone.
Okay. I wonder
Okay.
what happened to Mark
I'm gonna
Duty.
have
He
to
was
work
on
with her
and he's
computer
gone.
to figure this out.
He wasn't talking, so I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we weren't exciting enough.
I was gonna
No,
say, he got bored.
Well, the
We're an
girls were
older
talking,
version of
and
what he
wasn't
had 50 years ago.
Yeah.
What's that mean, Harv?
Except you.
Okay. Hey, Jane, I just got a text from Mike Smith. He's at a winery, winery right now, tasting wines for his birthday.
He's where?
He's at a winery.
Oh, winery.
Doing wine tasting for his
So
birthday.
you check with him. I just do Facebook with him.
Well, just for his birthday.
Oh.
Not usually.
Okay.
Not usually. Yeah.
Is this the Mike Smith of Desi Smith?
Yeah. Yeah.
That might
Yeah. Yeah.
Who?
He lives at Judy. Mike Smith.
Jesse and Smith, and I forget her husband's name.
I can't remember his name either. He lives in Winston-Salem, which is like 45 minutes from where I live. Yeah. We ran into each other in a jewelry store one day 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Years ago.
Yeah. So
he's turning 80, Judy. So he was on Facebook.
Oh my gosh.
With his 80th birthday. And his daughter surprised him the other night and they came home.
Oh,
that is so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Is Sonny Smith still alive?
That is, yes.
Oh,
His
his
brother?
brother?
He
Yeah.
He is
was a
still.
pastor.
But his sister is not.
Okay.
Smith.
No,
Okay.
I
What
didn't
about
see that.
what about Sonny Hayes? Is Sonny Hayes still with us? Does anyone?
Haynes.
Haynes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on one time briefly with Tom Pearson.
Oh.
And they haven't been on since. Why aren't they, Carol? Do you know why they aren't on?
Are you ready to go in?
No.
Who knows?
Party
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Ken.
Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. So
That's
keep going.
Well,
My phone.
TP,
Yes.
it's TK. I've been listening for 15 minutes. I've never heard you so silent.
Well,
Are there technical difficulties?
this has been great, and this is the way I've wanted it to be. I don't need to ever be talking, and you guys have been doing a great job of not talking
Sure.
over each other. The main reason that I've been facilitating it is just to try to keep it from everybody talking over one another. But we've been doing this for long enough time now where everybody kind of knows how to do it. So it's been great. I don't need to talk, but at some point though, I do want to.
He knows it better than that.
Yeah, at some point, I want to give you guys a few stories from stuff that we talked about last week or the previous weeks.
Okay.
And then I looked stuff up, and it's really, really interesting stuff. So you guys keep going, and then let me know when you want those stories.
Well, now we want to
Well, go ahead.
We're
Go
ready.
ahead.
Okay. All right. So as you recall, we have talked about Jim Ramey.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah, Baby Huey, and of course, until he did all that stuff. I mean, I played football with Jim, so I always thought of him. To me, he was Jim Ramey, not Baby Huey. And as we started talking about Jim and Baby Huey, and Baby Huey and the Babysitters, it got me to remembering. And then what also made me remember was that when Mark is Mark still with us?
No.
No, he disappeared.
Okay. When Mark had Patty, Patty is married to Joe Van Brown. And I remember Joe, and I remember that he was a year ahead of us. So I started, and then of course, what's his Fitz Harris. What's for Kelly? Kelly's a year ahead of us. Dwayne Hodgson's a year ahead of us. So I said, daggone, I'm going to get out that 62 Pioneer. Hang on, let me get put off on here finally. Hang on. So anyway, so I go into there, and all of a sudden I'm looking through here, and I look at this thing, and it says Melvin Leroy Jones. So I look up, and I remembered Melvin.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So hang on a minute.
Melvin.
So I've got.
That's me.
Yeah. So I've got to go to this thing now. So I want to read this to you. So I looked it up because I remembered, and if you look him up in the 62 Pioneer, where it, under your name, it always tells what all you're involved in. So here's what Melvin Leroy, and he went by Deacon, just like Jim went by Baby Hewitt. He was academic, and he was orchestra, band, concert choir, pep band, dance band, as well as chess club and speech club. Well, I remembered him for some reason that he was really into music, and he was great. And somehow I had seen him. And he played a lot of instruments, but he was primarily an organist. So listen to this. Melvin Deacon Jones, born Richmond, Indiana, December the 12th, 1943. He unfortunately passed away in 2017 out in Hollywood, California, a musician. So, associated acts, James Ramey, Baby Huey and the Babysitters. So, biography, in 1963, along with Johnny Ross and Jimmy Ramey, Jones formed Baby Huey and the Babysitters, who went on to become a well-known live attraction in Chicago. After Ramey's death in 1970, Jones embarked on a career that would see him work with, now these are guys that I don't know if guys were into music, in the late 60s, 70s and on. Curtis Mayfield, Freddie King, John Lee Hooker. During his career, he worked with many musical luminaries, including Greg Allman of the Allman Brothers, Elvin Bishop. I don't know if you've heard of Buddy Miles, but anyway, and his brother is the drummer Harold Jones, and who is still living. And Harold Jones was even more, probably got more involved with music professionally and was with bigger acts than Deacon or Melvin. But anyway, so, I think most of you know, I don't know if all of you know, that I have a call every Saturday with John Bryant. Remember John from Specialty Records?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yes.
So I was talking to John today, and John knows all of these people. And he said that he just had spoken with Deacon Jones, with his brother, not too long ago, and he always tells me where these guys lived and everything else. So anyway, that's one thing. And so if you look up Melvin Leroy Deacon Jones, you'll find even more stuff on him. I mean, he played mostly out in California, but he was in lots of different bands. He was on recordings with other artists and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
So then I got to thinking, okay, I love jazz, and one of the guys.
He really likes the songs that don't have a song. They just play like they're warming up.
Okay. So now hang on a second. Let me get this up here. The three sounds. So the three sounds is another a group that played with big name artists, and one of the members of this group was a guy named Andy Simpkins, but this guy would have been probably would have gone to school at Richmond with Jim Peters with Lamar Lundy, those guys. So back in the 50s. Anyway, born in Richmond, Indiana, he first became known as a member of the group Three Sounds, with which he performed from 56 to 68. After that, until 74, he was a member of pianist group George Shearing. If you guys ever remember George Shearing.
Good man, George Shearing. I saw him.
And then from 1979 to 89, he toured with Sarah Vaughan.
Whoa.
And throughout and after that time, during which he settled in Los Angeles, he became respected as a top quality bassist and widely known as a solid and reliable studio musician. He performed with singers Carmen McRae, Anita O'Day. He played with Monty Alexander, who is a great pianist and is around today. He's considered a great jazz pianist. Buddy DeFranco is a organist, jazz organist. Stefan Grappelli. Yeah. So anyway, it's just some more of the history of Richmond and the music history of Richmond, but we produce some really good musicians. So I just wanted to tell you those couple of stories, and the fact and the thing of it is, what's so cool is that John Bryant knows all of these guys and remembers where they all lived and all this stuff. He tells me all these stories about them.
John Bryant remembers everything.
And it's absolutely amazing. I mean, it's fun to talk to John every weekend, man. I mean, he gives me all these historical facts about Richmond, Indiana, and all these, of course, the black community.
Yeah.
So anyway, so those are a couple stories. And if you look up in the 62 fire, look up Melvin Leroy Jones. And also, I don't know how many of you remember Joe Van Brown, but I mean, hey, he pulled a good one off by being able to marry Patty. And when you take a look, I mean, Joe Van, I remember Joe, and he was a really cool guy and really a good looking dude. So anyway, there you go. Those are my stories for this week.
We're going to sign off for now, guys. We'll see you maybe next week.
Okay, bye-bye, Karen.
I can figure it out.
Tom, how old is that guy, John?
90-something, right?
John Bryant is now 95.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and he's going strong, and I mean he is sharp as a tack. His body's kind of giving out on him a little bit more structurally than internal organs and all that kind of stuff. Those are all fine. He's got a little bit of a heart issue, but it's mostly just his legs. He's kind of bent over a little bit, but man, he's out there. Like today, after I talked to him, he was going to pack up his stuff and walk 2 blocks to go do his laundry.
Oh.
He walks all over the place.
Good.
But
good for him.
Real cool.
Think about that. We could all have 20 more years. I mean, that's
Oh, boy.
Oh,
wow.
geez.
Well, I'm counting on us all having 20 more years.
How about 30? Do I hear 30?
No.
I don't know if Putoff will make 20 more years.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
10.
Anyway, so Nancy, did the hurricane ever get close to you?
No, actually, we had a lot of rain for 2 days, but the other part of Houston had a lot of rain, but no, not close. Not no winds and no. It could have been worse, but it wasn't. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had
And
enough of that for this year.
Yeah. And so, yeah, and Carol and Harvey, so the fires are pretty much, down now, and you're not having the issues.
Yeah, we're good. I don't know about Carol. Carol had even worse there, I think, than we did after ours was done.
Right. We had a lot of fires in Oregon, and I think we've had so much rain over the last 3 to 4 days that it's really helped control them. They're not out. They're not all out, but they probably won't be gone until October, November, after we get a lot of rain.
Yeah.
But they're under control. So
good.
Oh, we must have made Putoff mad. Look at him.
Who?
He's bending over. I'm glad he's got his pants on.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Putoff.
Oh, Putoff.
Yeah.
You gotta climb in the window?
He's
He's
right.
in his house.
What's he doing?
Hey, Rick.
I'm
Rick,
at
is
my
it cold?
daughter-in-law's house.
Sure.
Is it,
It's
is
cold.
it cold up there?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm at a horse show at my daughter-in-law's horse ranch, and those are her dogs in the house. It's the only place I could come and try to pick up Wi-Fi signal. Was her front porch.
Okay.
Oh.
Got a Vizsla and a pit bull.
Ooh.
Okay.
Take it easy with that
we haven't
pit.
seen you. Yeah, we haven't seen you for 2 or 3 weeks. Bring us up to date, man.
Busy. It's just my granddaughter's got these horse shows a lot. So I come to them, and then I can't usually get on Wi-Fi. So, and it's just BS every Saturday.
Rick, what kind of horse stuff does she do?
Oh, it's just hunter jumpers. She's got about 100 people there today. She's
Wow.
probably 75, 80 horses, and she's
Wow.
expanded and added more temporary stables and some permanent stables, and it's something she wanted to do ever since she bought this place, and she's turned it around unbelievably.
Cool.
I mean, her head trainer makes $100,000 a year, just in this little area, training kids and women. It's mainly girls and women.
Right.
You know that, Jane Ann? You had horses. I don't know any guys that ever had a horse.
Well, we did.
I knew lots of guys that had horses.
None of us did.
Roy Rogers.
Judy had horses.
Katie did?
Not free.
My daughter still has a horse. She's in Judy, of course, but she really loves the horse.
But you look at
We had a
them,
horse.
almost all guys. So somewhere those guys are hiding, and then when it's time for the Olympics, oh, here we are, and they all come out. So
Yeah. And kill everybody else.
there.
Yeah.
And there's not one male rider. There's a whole group of people.
Rick, so she
Yeah.
must have gotten the entrepreneurial spirit from you.
Not me. I think she was born with it.
Well,
This is
it's
my
gotta be the-
daughter-in-law.
Your daughter-in-law. Okay, I
Mhm.
got you. Okay,
And my
All
son
right.
has nothing to do with it. So.
I got you.
Really?
Well, that sounds like she's got a real good business going there.
Yeah, she does.
Hey, Rick,
What?
does she get orders to follow? And do you follow them?
Excuse me?
Does your daughter give you orders? Do you help her?
When she asks for help today, but generally she doesn't ask for help, and nor does she take it back.
Oh,
Okay. I get it.
I've tried giving her advice before, even if it was
What?
a better idea. She wanted to do it her way.
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I don't know.
most of the people that are coming there, like you say, you have 80 riders today. Are they mostly all from Michigan, or are they coming in from all over?
Oh no, they're Michigan people.
Okay.
There's a big group
Okay.
up here. We used to go to Ann Arbor and other places, Traverse City. But with COVID, she decided to have her own. So it's been a good year for her. This is probably the biggest one. It goes. It started last night. It'll go all day today and all day tomorrow.
Wow. And she really just started this up since COVID started?
Well, she's had a couple sessions last year, but she really went all out this year as far as, expanding, making more stable. She put in outdoor wash bays and for the horses, and she's put all new fences up, and
Oh, wow.
big time.
Wow.
What does your son do, Rick?
My son,
Uh-huh.
he runs the Lee's Famous Rescue Stores,
Oh, okay.
3 of them.
He's the one he's allowed Rick to retire.
Damn right. And we had a Golden Corral until COVID made us, assisted us in closing the thing for good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I bet.
all those buffets, all those
Mhm.
Chinese buffets, and yeah.
That was all the Chinese buffets that go out forever. They're all illegal, you know. They're all part of the Chinese mafia.
Oh, they are. Okay.
There
Hey, Rick.
one next time.
Rick, can you turn your computer around and show us what you're looking at?
Well,
Like some of the show or?
I'll have to go behind the house here and
Oh, well.
because that's all right. We'll take a little walk.
Okay.
Walking with Rick. I like
Walking with Rick.
Wow, looks like a nice place.
Uh-huh.
He might be too far away from the Wi-Fi. Looks like he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was a good idea.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
good
you
idea.
see, what's probably happened is when he left that area he was in, he probably lost the Wi-Fi signal.
Yeah.
Lost Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I wonder if he
Now,
knows.
did-
Right. He's just talking away, I bet you.
Yes.
When,
He's
until he
smoking
comes,
a cigar.
yeah, until he comes back, did everybody get
Wi-Fi? We're reconnecting.
There you go.
I got a little bit,
already.
little corner of
Oh, there.
the ranch and
Pretty.
beautiful
Pretty.
piece of property. It's about 30 acres.
Beautiful.
Wow,
Nice.
that's
We
great.
lost you, Rick, in the back of the house. You got too
I
far
know.
away from Wi-Fi.
I got by the bush and I knew I was too far.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thanks. That's great, Rick. And we appreciate you taking the time out from the horse show.
Well, I've missed, 3 or 4 weeks. I decided I better make one of them. You guys have just X'd me out.
No, that's
Well,
not
yeah,
wouldn't
I'll tell you
happen.
what. If you hadn't shown up this week, we were going to dump you.
That's right.
Done.
Man. Waiting list.
You-
Waiting list.
Or we would have thought you died at our age, you know?
Yes, Dick Houston been on any lately.
It was last week. I
He's
think.
been on.
Was he out last week?
I think so.
Not last week.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I failed to call him this week. And then the other one, Bob Van Pelt, I'm surprised he's not on today.
Yeah.
Dick's been doing some, having some medical treatments. And so I don't know if that's kind of putting him under the weather or not. It's not anything life-threatening or anything like that. And I don't want to say it, you know, let's put it this way. I'm observing HIPAA. But I mean, he had confided in me, and that's why I'm the one that's been kind of keeping up to date every week with him. But as far as I know, he's doing okay.
Good.
And it could be nothing more than he has a let's see, it's Donna's sister and brother-in-law live in Rushville, and the brother-in-law is very seriously ill, and it could be that they just took off and went over there. That could be it. So anyway, but Dick, as far as I know, Dick's doing fine. I talked to him a little over a week ago, and he was, well, was he on last week, you guys? He was on last week.
So,
Wasn't he?
Thought he
if
was.
not, the week
Okay.
before.
Okay, well, I talked to him last week, before the thing on Saturday, and a week ago, and he was fine. So, okay.
Good.
But Rick, you should give him a call.
I will.
Yeah, give him a call. Yeah. Now, what I was going to ask is, Dave Harold, did all of you get to see Dave's little email?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
From
everybody
last
kind of
week?
knows that thing Dave Harold's doing. I mean, can you provide us with any more detail than that, Dave? I mean, that sounded really cool.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, once a month we take some PTSD guys out for a boat ride, but we're only allowed to have 4 in the boat right now. So it makes it hard handling a 40-foot Pearson with just 4 people, but they enjoy it. So
Is it your
a lot of
boat?
fun. No, it's not my boat. There's just 4 boats in the group, so we just
Okay.
share them.
Well, how did this get started?
Well, I work on a project called Spay War. It's Space and Warfare. Or used to work on it. Consulting. It's a naval base here in Charleston. So I met up some guys there, and they said they were working with PTSD guys, and I said that sounds pretty cool. So I thought I'd join them and went out one day with them. I went through the PTSD counseling myself after the Vietnam War. So I had some appreciation of what they were going through. But a lot of fun. Yeah, I tried working at the hospital here at one time, but I couldn't take it. I was working with terminally ill veterans.
Yeah.
It's too hard to take.
Mm-hmm.
Sailing's a lot more fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So when you were working with them in the hospital, was that a VA hospital?
Yeah, it's a very large VA hospital here in Charleston. Charleston's a very big retired military area. We have Air Force, Marines, Navy, two great big bases. Makes it nice for shopping for me because there's two nice and the booze is cheap.
Oh, yeah.
And the medical care is pretty good. I pretty much rely on the VA for most of my medical care. They take care of all my prescriptions, all my exams.
That's cool.
I'm part of a thing called Million Vets, or Very Valuable Million Vets, or whatever it's called. But it deals with mostly guys that have had Agent Orange.
Uh-huh.
So I'm a big Agent Orange victim. One of the lucky destroyers that went in very close to the coastline. We used to, sounds like a terrible task. We send the destroyer in a half mile off the coast and let people shoot at us so the battleship and cruiser can return.
Right.
Yeah. Huh. Wow.
Wow.
Hey, Dave, can you tell us what, I know there's a large string of illnesses caused by Agent Orange. I've had 4 or 5 of them. What did you suffer from?
Yeah, diabetes is one. Heart failure is another. Coronary artery disease. ALS, people get joint degeneration. I think there's 12 diseases. If your doctor says you have any of them at all, you qualify automatically.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
I tried to qualify, but I got tired of waiting in the line at VA, so I never.
Yeah, it's a long wait. It took me 3 years to even get into VA care.
Wow.
I second that, yeah, same here.
I've had thyroid cancer, prostate cancer, atrial fib. Oh God, what else? I've had melanoma.
Well, melanoma is one. So is prostate cancer. Prostate's an automatic 100% disability.
Really?
God damn it. I'm 85, 75. I better get over real quick and sign up.
Yeah, you should.
So Dave, is that VA hospital there a pretty decent one then? Because we've seen and read and heard a lot about some bad VA hospitals.
No, it's probably one of the best in the country. Just excellent.
Good.
Excellent benefits, excellent service.
Okay.
There's 3 different clinics I can go to. I can go to the Air Force Base, the Navy Base, the weapons station, downtown to the big hospital, but that's a nightmare. There's no place to park. So if they take your car for valet parking, they take it to another island far away. You wait an hour and a half for your car.
Wow.
Man. Well, it's usually worth the wait. I don't know what brought this up, but Jane Ann and I were talking last week. Maybe it was because I went to the grocery and came back and we looked at the bill, and I didn't think the bill was that bad. She said, yeah, but remember those days when we were at Fort Carson when we would, fill up 2 baskets full and it would be like $10 or something?
Yeah, my first trip to the PX, we had a big Pontiac, and I filled up the entire car and the entire trunk, and it was like $22.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
Those days.
Some things are cheaper at the commissary, but some things are just as cheap at Walmart. The meat is really cheap. You can get like a whole tray of pork chops for $1.40.
Oh, wow.
My God.
Good quality?
Yeah, it's good quality, very good quality. But liquor is dirt cheap. It's,
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
take the tax off, but everything is cheap.
yeah,
exactly.
there's no
That's true.
local tax, no federal tax on it.
Wow.
Like that.
Can you buy gas there?
You can, but I just go to, we have a place called, you have BJ's out there?
No.
BJ's is just as cheap. It's a wholesale club. And it's usually 25 cents off a gallon.
How much a gallon?
25 cents off a gallon.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, TK, have you had any health issues that you think could be connected to Agent Orange?
Yeah, at least 3 probably, including prostate cancer. I take several drugs for clogged arteries. I had an AFib event last September 6th in Lexington, Kentucky, but nothing since. So I don't know beyond that. I hope nothing else, but yeah, the VA really helped me with, I think the timing was just luck that when I applied for the disability, there was a huge backlog of soldiers returning who probably went to the front of the line, and rightly so, with terrible injuries. So initially, yeah, it was this tax-free 100% monthly check would arrive or deposit in an account. And so it adds up quickly. And we tried to spend it as much as we could to recycle it in the economy.
Oh, good for you.
So thanks for
Thanks,
taxes.
Tom.
Yeah, so, but eventually ended up with a 60% disability. It's fine, you know. At first, I didn't even know a lot of this stuff, and Jim Foley said, "You should sign up for this stuff, TK. You know, you're entitled to this. And you were in Vietnam, man." And all that. So I said, "You sure?"
We did it all online. It was easy.
It was easy, yeah. So again, maybe not everybody heard me. Thanks for paying taxes for doing the work that we did.
Yeah.
Thanks for going, not us.
Yeah. So, hey, TK, you got somebody there with you. I think you ought to introduce.
Yeah, it's my. You guys have probably heard this phrase before. My lovely bride. Yeah, this is Elizabeth, known as Betsy Scattergood. She kept her maiden name, obviously. We met at Earlham College in '67.
67, wow.
You followed me around for a while, chased me out to California.
68.
I wanted to be. Come on.
Oh, see, there's another thing. You lost your memory.
Yeah, lost your memory.
But you see, there was a little dilemma there. Here, I'm a trained killer returning from Vietnam and going to a Quaker school in my hometown. I kept a low profile, that's for sure. Most people, because I looked younger, supposedly for my age, people really didn't know what my background was. So, yeah, it all worked out in the end. So. It's good.
So, Betsy, I want you to tell everybody about your relationship with the Beatles.
Oh, it's a long time relationship. I saw the Beatles in '64 in Atlantic City, screaming up on the steps, up on the chairs, 16 rows from the stage. Now, I am younger than Tom, so I was like 5.
We can tell. We can tell.
No, come on.
And then the next Shea Stadium. So I was actually at the very famous Shea Stadium. I grew up in New Jersey, so it was easy.
Okay. On a farm, yeah.
On a farm in New Jersey.
Yeah,
So
farms.
since then, Tom has been willing to go with me many, many times. I'm on number 47 times to see Paul McCartney. So
Really?
Oh, wow.
fortunately, I think the COVID is going to keep me from getting to 50 because he's 78 years old. I don't know. You know, if he'll be out again in a crowd to get to see him again, I don't know.
But we could have been millionaires if we spent all that money.
Yeah, we could have bought a house for the number of.
Yeah.
One more thing about that spreadsheet.
I have a spreadsheet.
For every concert and all the details in various columns.
All the songs that were sung.
How much it costs to play
Wow.
that.
Where it was.
Oh, that's fun.
And what dreams were that night that you saw Paul again? Sir Paul.
So Betsy, did you ever go to see him at Bonnaroo?
No, we never, I went, no, I've been to a lot of stadiums, which was a good excuse, Boston Gardens, and then
Fenway
Park and Wrigley Field and
and
all kinds of places. I can't think of all.
Well, the best one is Warsaw Poland.
Oh, Warsaw, before we knew our son was going to end up marrying somebody from Poland. It's been fun.
How many of you were able to see the Beatles at the Indiana State Fair?
Yeah.
And I think 64.
I think Van Pelt did. He posted that.
I was there exactly like you, Betsy, standing. I was not going to be all excited like all those girls screaming. And I was probably the first one up on the chair. Yeah, you know. They really were electric.
It was exhilarating.
They were.
Yeah.
What year, Carol?
What?
What year?
Well, I think it was 64. It was in the summer. It might have been 63. I think it was the first time
they didn't come to the U.S. till 64, so that would have been.
It was probably that same tour that you saw.
Probably. In the summer, right. It was in Atlantic City in late August or early September, so probably so.
You paid $5, didn't you?
Yeah, $4 or $5 or something.
Really?
Well, speaking of Paul McCartney, the reason I asked about Bonnaroo, I've got one of my business partners is really into music, and he is a drummer. He's a musician as well. And he goes to lots of things like that. And he went to Bonnaroo and saw Paul McCartney, and he said it was amazing that Paul played for over 2 hours straight, never took a break. He said he was amazing, just amazing. And I think this was only like 2 years ago.
That's right. He does
so
30 songs and doesn't
wow.
break. He just goes on
Yeah.
and on.
Yeah. Yeah. So if he is still out there, and if you ever get a chance to go see him, you should do it.
Yeah.
Because he puts on a heck of a show.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Jane Harlan.
Yeah.
Betsy, I asked her while you guys were yapping earlier. Sorry. But she plays bridge as well, and I said, do you want me to ask Jane if Betsy could be a fill-in sometimes where you need a fourth?
You need a fourth on base. I've got an account, so.
With Bridge Base?
Bridge Base?
What's your username?
It's CHISCA. It's like Chai Scat.
Okay, you writing that down, Carol?
I'm trying on my notes. Tell me again, Betsy.
C as in cat, H-I, scat, like my last name, S-C-A-T.
So, Betsy, why didn't you give us your cell phone number too? Because we do a conference call.
Yeah, that's what my sister and I do as well. We do that.
Okay.
44786-6969.
Okay.
And Facebook, FaceTime, or whatever.
We do a lot of table talking.
Yeah, we do too.
Okay.
Betsy, do all that slower for me because I'm trying to type it down. 44 what?
404-786. 6969.
69?
69. Twice, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And the Tri-Scat got all messed up, so I'm going to say this. CHISCAT.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We always need a sub at least once a week.
Oh, good.
And, you know, in fact, Katie and Jamie are leaving Georgia, I think tomorrow, driving back to Florida.
Tuesday.
Okay, so we might need a sub, you know, along about Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe.
Okay, I have a regular game on Tuesday afternoon. Otherwise, it's sporadic.
And we usually play it, well, like 4 or 5 Eastern time.
Okay.
We're central
Yeah,
still
we're
in
3, that's
Wisconsin,
fine.
so it'll be central time.
Yeah.
So it would be 1 hour, what, later? 1
Earlier.
hour earlier.
We'd be 1 early.
1 hour early.
It'd be between us and you.
Because we're 3 hours difference.
Right.
So you'd be 2 hours difference.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Great.
Good. That'd be fun.
Definitely try that. Do you play with people you don't know at all?
Why?
Yeah, do you, Betsy?
Well, my sister-in-law, I don't know too well. So yeah, sometimes, but usually I don't play when I just don't go on bridge base and jump into it.
Well, Katie does, and she has really run into some very rude.
No, some of them are really nasty. Sometimes I just watch the game, and some of the comments are just really awful.
Yeah, I know. So we just like to be nasty to each other.
No, I don't.
Really?
Bad.
Oh, okay. Well, that's.
Then I won't play with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I take my cards and go home.
That's right.
Just I'm not gonna play with them.
And Jim, we'll have to figure out how to play Mahjong online.
Yeah, I gotta figure out which one of the three apps I have is the one.
Yeah, well, let me know. And I'm going to send you a copy of my Marvelous card as well.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, we've got to do something right now, right?
True. Very true.
Hey, you guys, I try to monitor this. So Bob Van Pelt sent me an email at 3:30 saying that he had lost the link and he wanted me to send it again. So I just now sent it. So he may get on or he may have given up. I'm sorry, but it's hard for me to track all this stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Some people send me emails, some people send me text messages and at the last minute. So we may end up getting Bob or not. Now, Betsy, one last thing, Scattergood. How many Scattergoods are there in the United States? I've never heard that name anywhere else.
I haven't either.
And give me,
More
what's
than-
the
they're more
history of that?
the East Coast, but
Quakers often.
Quaker East Coast family. No, it's not a huge group, but there's more than you would think. And I've got a bunch of relatives with that name.
And the name goes way back, TP.
Yeah, so-
What year?
Came on a ship in 1676 to New Jersey. So. And there are a bunch of them still in England. That's where they came from. So.
Okay. So most of the Scattergoods you think are out east?
Yeah, most of
Very
that's.
few have-
Yeah. But I've got a bunch of my family has moved to Seattle. Although most of them don't still have the Scattergood name, so that's not really true. So yeah, I don't know.
You mean men were taking women's last name? No, come on.
No, I couldn't give up that name.
No.
Well, one more thing, TP. Probably no one knows this, in part because Ezra Scattergood was a Quaker guy, and he didn't want to impress or media. He and
It's my great uncle.
Mr. Mulholland in LA, I think Ezra was the first. He was the first person to hold the position of Department of Power and Light in LA. It's the early 1900s. He was interested in getting the water from the electricity, produced by the water, in Hoover Dam down to LA.
They did a lot of work with FDR to do all of that stuff.
Oh, wow.
Most people have heard of William Mulholland. They're in a crypt together in Glendale. They got plaques. So little known facts. I may send you some TP about this if you want to put it.
Oh yeah, send it to us. Well, yeah, send it.
Yeah.
Now, isn't there a Mulholland Drive?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a Scattergood steam plant, which is an electrical plant, but near LAX.
If you're sitting on the left side of an aircraft and you're taking off LAX, you go out over the water. Usually, if you're coming back to the east, you bank left. If you immediately look down, there are still some stacks. One used to say Scattergood Steam Plant on it, but I think they renamed it something about energy, but
Scattergood generating plant.
generating plant or whatever.
That's who it was for.
Even
So there's no street, but there is a generating.
Even Angelinos who born and raised in the area go, your name's, there was smokestacks down there, and yeah, it was my great. What? Can't be.
I'm gonna go. I have to take a shower and get ready for church. Bye.
Bye, Diane.
Have a good
You're
week.
good Catholic
Diane.
girl. Man. Well, the other cool thing I think about it is that Jane and Betsy, that you're both Quakers.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I went to First Friends on the east side.
Okay. Well, we both obviously met at Earlham, so.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
And so
Yeah.
what year were you born, Betsy?
49. I'm 5 years younger than Tom.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jane
So that's-
Cox and I used to go to Quaker church together, and we would get to laughing, and it was all quiet. We were just talking the other day through email, and we would get to laughing, and the bench was rocking. And we just could not stop, and everybody was so quiet.
Do you remember that little jingle? No more Quaker meeting has begun. No more laughing, no more talking, no more having fun.
I do remember that. Where did that come from? I do remember that.
You used to say it all the time, and then we
know,
burst
but
out laughing.
I wonder if we just made that up.
Oh, you think we did?
I have no idea.
Have you ever heard that, Betsy?
I'm sorry. No, I've never heard that.
Maybe we made it up.
Yeah, we might have.
I think Quakers in the East generally.
Yeah, maybe the East was different.
Yeah, I think they knew what to do.
But it was pretty quiet at the meeting, I have to say.
If any of you remember Jane Bierman, she was a year or two
Yeah.
older. She became a Quaker minister.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What was that name?
Jane Bierman.
Jane Bierman?
From Elder Bierman's?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That was one of my neighbors.
Didn't they live across
She was a couple years older, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was 1 or 2 years older. I think she might have been in my brother's class.
Yeah.
And Jim, they lived across the street from you, right? On the corner across the street from you, the Biermans?
Me?
Yeah.
No, they lived down the street in a brick house down the street, about four houses down from us.
Okay, it was down a little ways.
On 15th.
Right.
Mhm. And then Harvey,
Yeah.
are you practicing your faith? This is a special time of the year for you guys.
Yeah, well, we last weekend was Rosh Hashanah, New Year's, and then tomorrow night is Yom Kippur starts. It's a one-day deal. Yom Kippur is the kind of the most holy day, kind of the religious day that you're supposed to fast and repent in a way. You think about the bad things you've done and how you can become a better person. So we
Well,
kind
I
of do
don't know
that.
about-
We don't fast anymore.
I was going to say, I don't know about you fasting, but you better be repenting, buddy.
Yeah, I'm repenting, but can't go without some ice cream or something on. No fasting.
Yeah.
High holidays they call it.
So now, is Rosie also Jewish?
Rosie was
Okay.
raised in an Orthodox family in Indianapolis. She was actually born in Stuttgart in Germany after the war. Her parents,
no kidding.
Her parents were survivors. Each had families before the war, and families got wiped out. They survived. Were kind of distant cousins, and after the war, they were Polish, and then I guess you go back to your village and kind of see who's left. And so they were married after the war. They both had children, and before the war, and everybody was wiped out. So they started all over again. And Rose was born in a DP camp, displaced persons camp, which really was like a big apartment building, and was there till she was 3. Came to Indianapolis. Somebody sponsored them, and wound up in Indianapolis. And So she was raised Orthodox. Her dad was actually a kosher butcher in Indianapolis.
Wow.
So she's got the background and does a lot of Jewish things without belonging. We don't belong to a synagogue, kind of not into that stuff. But she does a lot of stuff with Yiddish speakers, and it's kind of in a Yiddish speaking group to keep the language alive. So once a month they used to get together at each other's houses. Now they do it online, and does a lot of stuff like that.
Cool.
Have you been
That's cool.
Harv or Poland to see where relatives?
No, she has no interest to do that. When her family went back, basically they were told, by the polls at the time, well, the Germans didn't get you, so we will. So anyway, that was a story that she always got. She just never had a desire to go back there.
Yeah.
Or to go to
I
visit
can
any
imagine.
camps.
Yeah.
Harvey, there's a great movie on Netflix. I can't think of the name of it, but about a young woman that's an Orthodox Jew, and
Yeah, we watched that.
that was so good.
Unorthodox, I think, was the name of it,
Or,
right? And
yeah.
it was very
You're right,
good.
Unorthodox.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
That
very
was
I
really
saw that.
very-
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
like
so
it.
Is that on Netflix?
I thought
That's
it
a
was on
Netflix. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
good. It gives you a good insight into the life of in Brooklyn there, and
Right.
the the people that live that life.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting, and kind of learn some stuff about that way of living, which is kind of unusual, and especially
Yeah,
for women.
but I guess they still live that way.
They still do, very much so. That was pretty current.
There's also a good book called The Sacrifice of Tamir about an Orthodox Jewish woman that's married, and she gets raped by a black man, and
Oh, no.
she doesn't know, she gets pregnant, and she doesn't know who the father is. I don't know if you've heard of that.
I'll ask Rosie about it. It's possible
really
she knows that.
good, and the ending is amazing.
Okay. Sacrifice of Tamir. Okay.
Tamir.
Yeah. Thanks, Shane.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. I don't know. Well, you guys, have you had fun today?
Yes, we have.
Yes,
Another
we
good
have.
Saturday.
Next week it'll be October.
We have fun every week.
Yeah.
Well, so it's not 420 yet. So the last part. So I don't know if you guys pay any attention to all those names or all those email addresses, but I did add another 10.
Oh my goodness.
I heard from, and I thought maybe he'd be on today. I heard from, let's see, Joe Pyfrin.
Oh, Joe Pyfrin. Yeah.
And I heard from Becky Ridpath.
Oh.
Okay.
And let's see, what was Becky's name? Becky
Becky Shoot.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me see if I can remember. I'll have to look it back up. But anyway, so she said, "Hi, Tom. I'm sorry that I won't be able to join in tomorrow as I have other plans. I was able to watch some of last week's conversation and really enjoyed it. I did want to let you know that if you guys remember Tom Ridpath."
Yes, yes.
Yeah, oh, I remember. It's Becky Jessup.
Jessup. Yeah.
Jessup, that's right. That's right.
So anyway, so she says, I did want to let you know that Tom passed away from a heart attack last year, February of last year. And then she did give me a new phone number for her. Yeah, there it is, Becky Jessup Ridpath. So I got that from her. I heard from Mike Sonsini. He loved the stuff that you sent, Jane. And then let's see, there was somebody else that I thought that and then the other one was Joe Pyfrin, and I thought maybe Joe would get on. He still has red hair, as far as I know.
Wow. Where's he live, Tom?
Let's see. Hang on.
He has no idea.
No, wait a minute. Go down just a minute, real quickly. Pyfrin, Joe, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, all this stuff's pretty current for him. Oh, by the way, Jane, I did send it to Linda Raper, and it didn't kick back. Joe Pyfrin lives in Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh my God.
Wow, he's up by city a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'll probably do is, what I'm going to start doing is these people that do kind of like, hey, I haven't gotten on, but I'm watching this stuff and I'm loving it. I may reach out to them individually by email or maybe even call them. This stuff does take a lot of time, so it depends on what I got going this week.
I know.
But I will, maybe see if I can't find out, hey, we would love to see you on this thing. At least just once.
Hey, everybody. Great seeing you. I missed you. I got to go. She's starting her next competition.
Go get him, Rick.
Okay, have fun.
Take care,
Bye,
everybody.
Rick.
Bye.
You call Dick Houston. Call Dick Houston.
I'll call Dick. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye. I gotta go too. See
Okay,
y'all
see you
next
guys.
week.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Have a good week.
Yep.
Thanks, Judy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Hey,
TP.
Betsy, I'm glad you got on, Betsy.
Yeah, good to see you, Betsy.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya.
We need to practice with, because I may have to go in and do settings on that or something.